What if one family could build a fortune so immense it redefined the term wealth? The Rockefeller family's story is a mesmerizing tale of ambition, innovation, and unparalleled success, but also of decline, challenges, and lessons learned. From John D. Rockefeller's visionary rise in the oil industry to the gradual dispersion of their $360 billion fortune, this journey is a mix of triumph and caution. Over the next few minutes, we'll unravel how the Rockefellers built an empire that shaped America and examine the key decisions, triumphs, and missteps that led to its eventual decline. Stay with us as we dive into this extraordinary saga, the humble beginnings, from modest roots to aspirations of greatness. John D. Rockefeller's early years were far from glamorous. Born in 1839 in Richford, New York, he was raised in a modest household by a devout mother and an enterprising but controversial father. Early on, John learned the value of hard work, saving every penny and setting ambitious goals. As a young man, he pursued bookkeeping, where he mastered financial discipline and business acumen. These skills became the foundation of his empire. Despite limited resources, Rockefeller's unwavering determination and knack for identifying opportunities in a rapidly industrializing America fueled his meteoric rise. His story is a testament to grit and vision overcoming humble origins. The rise of Standard Oil, the birth of a monolithic empire. The discovery of oil in Pennsylvania in the 1850s ignited a new industrial revolution, and Rockefeller recognized its transformative potential. In 1870, he co-founded Standard Oil, employing aggressive strategies like horizontal and vertical integration to dominate the industry. By controlling everything from extraction to transportation and refining, Rockefeller crushed competitors and established an oil monopoly. Secret railroad deals and buyouts further solidified Standard Oil's dominance, eventually refining 90% of U.S. oil. Though criticized for ruthless tactics, this consolidation streamlined the industry and revolutionized energy distribution. Standard Oil became a symbol of both innovation and corporate power, catapulting Rockefeller to unimaginable wealth. The peak of wealth, calculating the Rockefeller fortune. By the early 20th century, John D. Rockefeller's wealth was unparalleled. His meticulous tracking of finances and relentless pursuit of efficiency paid off, making him the richest individual in modern history. At its peak, his fortune exceeded $360 billion in today's dollars, dwarfing the wealth of today's billionaires. Standard Oil's success and subsequent investments in industries like railroads, banking, and real estate multiplied his riches. Rockefeller's disciplined approach to money management, including reinvesting profits and avoiding frivolous spending, was key to his financial empire. His wealth not only defined an era, but also set a benchmark for economic ambition. Philanthropy as power, shaping society through wealth. Rockefeller transformed philanthropy into a tool for societal change, founding the Rockefeller Foundation, the University of Chicago, and the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research. His contributions to education, science, and public health left an enduring legacy. Innovations like eradicating hookworm in the U.S. showcased the power of targeted giving. Critics, however, questioned his motives, labeling philanthropy as a strategy to rehabilitate a tarnished image from Standard Oil's monopolistic practices. Despite the debate, Rockefeller's charitable efforts revolutionized how wealth could influence global progress. His philanthropy cemented the family's reputation as visionaries, balancing their industrial dominance with lasting societal contributions. The breakup of Standard Oil, a blessing in disguise. In 1911, the U.S. Supreme Court declared Standard Oil an illegal monopoly and ordered its dissolution into 34 separate companies. At first, this seemed like a devastating blow to Rockefeller's empire. However, the breakup unexpectedly increased the family's wealth as the individual companies, such as Exxon and Chevron, thrived independently. The ruling not only boosted Rockefeller's fortune, but also diversified the family's assets. This pivotal moment reshaped American business regulation while inadvertently solidifying Rockefeller's financial legacy. The breakup symbolized both the limits of corporate power and the adaptability required to maintain wealth in a changing economic landscape. The next generations, expanding the legacy beyond oil. The Rockefellers' post-oil strategy was to diversify. They invested heavily in real estate, banking, and international ventures. Projects like Rockefeller Center became iconic symbols of their vision, cementing their influence in American culture and business. Family trusts and offices managed their sprawling assets, ensuring financial stability for decades. However, while these investments broadened their reach, they also marked the transition from industrial dominance to a more passive role in wealth management. The second and third generations upheld the family's name, but lacked the singular drive of John D. Rockefeller, foreshadowing the gradual decline of their financial empire. The challenges of succession: many heirs, one pie. As the Rockefeller family tree grew, so did the complexity of managing their wealth. Each generation faced the challenge of distributing assets among an increasing number of heirs. With hundreds of descendants, maintaining unity and a shared vision became nearly impossible. Disagreements over priorities and financial strategies further diluted their wealth and influence. The family's initial consolidation gave way to fragmentation, making it harder to sustain their collective fortune. The Rockefeller struggle highlights a universal issue among wealthy dynasties: the difficulty of preserving financial power and influence across generations without a unifying purpose or central leadership. Changing economies, shifting landscapes, and missed opportunities. The Rockefellers' vast fortune, initially built on oil, faced challenges as the global economy evolved. New energy sources, technological revolutions, and globalization reshaped industries, leaving the family lagging behind in emerging sectors like technology. While they diversified into real estate and finance, they failed to capitalize on transformative trends, such as the rise of Silicon Valley. External factors like the Great Depression and oil crisis further eroded their financial standing. Their inability to pivot quickly to modern opportunities exemplifies the risks of clinging to legacy industries in a rapidly changing world, eroding the fortune that once seemed untouchable. Modern-day Rockefellers, a wealthy legacy, but not what it once was. Today, the Rockefeller name remains synonymous with power and prestige, but the fortune that once dominated the world has been significantly diluted. Spread among hundreds of descendants, individual wealth is far less concentrated. Some family members have maintained influence in philanthropy, finance, and politics, but they no longer command the same economic dominance. Despite this, their legacy persists in landmarks like Rockefeller Center and foundations that continue to fund global initiatives. The modern Rockefellers represent a shift from wealth as raw power to wealth as a tool for enduring influence, though on a much smaller scale. Lessons in wealth creation. What can we learn? The Rockefeller story offers valuable lessons in building wealth. Visionary thinking, strategic investments, and disciplined financial management were the cornerstones of John D. Rockefeller's success. His ability to identify emerging industries and create monopolistic efficiencies highlights the importance of foresight and innovation. Additionally, reinvesting profits and maintaining a long-term perspective ensured sustained growth. However, the family's journey also underscores the importance of adaptability. Remaining relevant in changing times is as crucial as building wealth. Lessons in wealth dissipation: how fortune fades. The Rockefellers' decline reveals the challenges of sustaining intergenerational wealth. As assets were divided among heirs, the family's influence weakened. Their failure to fully adapt to economic shifts, particularly technological revolutions, further eroded their financial standing. Effective wealth management requires unity, innovation, and a clear long-term strategy, qualities the Rockefellers struggled to maintain. Their experience mirrors the fate of many dynastic fortunes, emphasizing that wealth without foresight and cohesion is fleeting. For those aspiring to build lasting legacies, the Rockefellers' decline is a cautionary tale of the risks inherent in diversification, succession planning, and maintaining shared purpose. The enduring influence of the Rockefeller name. Despite their diminished financial power, the Rockefeller name continues to evoke respect and prestige. Their philanthropic efforts, architectural landmarks, and historical impact on industries remain influential. Foundations like the Rockefeller Foundation still drive global change, addressing issues such as climate change and public health. The family story inspires awe and introspection, highlighting the impermanence of even the greatest empires. The Rockefellers remind us that true legacy isn't just about wealth, it's about the impact left behind. Their name endures as a symbol of ambition, ingenuity, and the challenges of sustaining greatness across generations. The Rockefeller family's journey is a tale of extraordinary ambition, wealth, and influence, but also of decline and transformation. Their story offers powerful lessons in building and preserving wealth, as well as adapting to changing times. Whether you're inspired by their rise or cautioned by their fall, the Rockefellers' legacy is a fascinating reflection of American history. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to The Money Matrix for more incredible stories about wealth, power, and ambition. Stay tuned for more insights that will inspire your journey to success.